Hello there folks, and how is it going? And welcome back to another video, and welcome to a place that I have had earmarked for such a long time to come and photograph here on the north coast of Spain. Oh, I need to get up this hill first. But as I walk, I would like to say that last week's video in the Picos de Europa, oh wow, that whole area has just been outstanding. It far exceeded any expectations Orla and I had before going in there, and I didn't make any extra videos. I just wanted to enjoy it, and enjoy it we did. It was absolutely magic. Really would recommend that you go there. Whew, lots of walking, we did lots of walking. So this is painful. We are just outside of Santander, and yeah, I'm just gonna stop talking because I'm out of breath. Oh god, it's a steep hill, folks. It's a steep hill, and I just had a sandwich. So let's get to the top of the hill and let's have a look at what we are potentially going to photograph tonight, or this evening, and tomorrow evening. Whew, Jesus. So let's get to the top of the hill first. Now, the video that you're looking at right now, it doesn't really do it much in terms of scale, but it is quite big, and it's awesome. Look at it. Oh wow, this is so amazing. This sea arch has been a place that, like I said earlier, has just been on my list for such a long time. And here I am. It's amazing. I love it. It's so amazing. So I'm really looking forward to it. I haven't arrived at my shooting spot yet. I want to kind of look down on it first, if I can, and see if we can make something work. We still have about maybe an hour or so before the sun sets, so we have plenty of time. And like I say, you can have a look here at the bank of cloud behind us. It's fairly chunky, so I'm hoping that the sun can peep through that little band. We'll see, we shall see. Or even over here, I have to check the photo pills to see exactly what way the sun is going to go. So we'll get there and we'll see how we get on. So let's push on. I keep interrupting. Let's push on and get ourselves situated. So I have set up, and I hope this composition is okay. I really like the kind of framing that I'm after getting around these this sea arch. I'm going to pop up the name of the sea arch because I don't remember what it's called. But it's a bit precarious where I am. I'm on very much like a peninsula, you know, that's just jutting out. So it's all very cliff edgy. So if you do come here, please be so careful. Let's have a look and see. I have my polarizer on, which I love the effect the polarizer is giving. And then I put my 10 stop on, and thankfully there's not a breath of wind. And yeah, I like that. This is such a beautiful leading line. Oh, I really like that. Just missing a bit of light, and let's check for sharpness, I suppose. We're just missing the light, that's all. But everything is looking good and sharp. The sharpness out of this camera has just been like blowing my marbles all together. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sit on this for a few more minutes to see. It's such a heavy bank of cloud. I'm going to fire off a few more frames, and if I can make them work, then great. But what I might try and do then is I'm just going to move around a little bit. It's always good when you're in a position like this to leave your camera, leave your tripod, because when it's like cliffs on both sides kind of stuff, it's like, look at this is a cliff here, and then this is a cliff right here. So you don't want anything. I've no bag on me, I'm not going to carry the camera, I won't carry the tripod. You just don't want anything to trip you up, just in case. Jesus, just in case. But other than that, it's beautiful. It's so gorgeous. I have a feeling they might work well as a black and whites, like super long exposures. That's really what I would like. I would love to have some movement in the clouds. So let's play around and let's see what we can do. But as it stands now, 60 seconds is probably around as kind of long as I can get before things start getting blown out, but we still have a ways to go. Yeah. So any of the pictures that I take from this particular spot turn out to be any good, I'm going to pop them up on the screen for you now, and we shall continue experimenting nonetheless.
Welcome friends to the ASMR Photography Studio, and welcome to the first image in this week's video. Now, I have decided to take this in a bit of a direction and looking to try and do a bit more of this kind of fine art style of photography, and this is the first image that I have come up with after finding the beautiful rocks to the left and to the right to act as the foreground. I ultimately decided to process this particular one in black and white, which then led to the processing that we will see throughout the entire video. Really love the way this one turned out. Dark, moody kind of vibes. I love the fact that there's a bit, it's the tiniest bit of light on the right hand side and the rock in the middle as it points towards this beautiful sea stack. So I'm really happy with how this particular first image turned out, and ultimately very happy with how it kind of, made me change how I processed all of the images throughout the course of this video. So really great start. Super duper delighted, and what a beautiful location. So let's press on and let's see what else we can do.
So folks, I am absolutely loving the photographs that I am capturing here now. The cloud has broken a little bit. Let me turn you around here now. So there is hope. There is hope that there is a bit of color catching in the sky. We've probably got maybe about 20 minutes before the sun actually sets, and I am shooting nice and wide, kind of pretty much what you're looking at right here. Oh man, and I absolutely love it. It's so beautiful. Yeah, this place is savage. Seascape photography and this kind of stuff is just, this really burns my bum, I must say. And I just love it because, I'm sat here, I'm sitting, just chilling. Orla's back at the van, and yeah, it's just so great. It's just so great, and I love it. I feel safe now that I'm off. Actually, and if I turn you around here now, you'll see this is where we were at the beginning. It does give you a cleaner shot for sure, as we would have seen, but I actually like the inclusion of this. And then of course this fella here. So I'm really loving the shot. I wonder if you can see it on the back of the camera. Can you? Yeah, something like that. So I'm sitting at around 3.5 minutes, which is, it's such a sweet spot. Everything's pin sharp. Absolutely adore it. So what we are going to do is sit for another bit. I really want to get this image again with hopefully some color in the sky, and then I will make a quick beeline just a bit further down, or maybe I'll stay here and change lens. But anyways, if any of the images that I captured from this perch turn out to be any good, I'm going to pop them up on the screen for you right now. Let's have a look.
So here is the result of the image that I was rambling about. So I actually decided to leave this one as a color photograph, and I did process it in black and white, and I also processed it, where I tried to blend the horizon, and I have been tinkering with new techniques in relation to blending the horizon. And while I do like the result of the blended horizon version, I think I just decided I prefer this with just the straight on horizon line, the beautiful motion in the clouds, and of course the sea stack and the balance and the color. For me, the color really pops on this image. The black and white that I processed it a couple of different ways. One quite dark and quite moody, akin to that first one that we just saw, and then another one that was quite bright and quite airy, but I just kept being pulled back to the color version of this image, and I'm super duper delighted. I decided to kind of finalize and let this be the one that's included, because I really love this. I think this might be one of my favorite ones until we get to the last one. I'm sure I'm gonna ooh and ah over that one, but other than that, I'm super duper happy with how this one turned out, and let's press on.
Good morning, folks. We are back at it, and I am all the way over here if you can see me. So Orla Senior Spielbergo is at the camera again, so you're going to be in for a real treat today. Unfortunately, the clouds are here again. The forecast has changed, which is a shame. It's a real shame. But that's not to say that we can't still take some photographs. Of course we can still take some photographs. We have to just think a little bit differently about them. Now, I am all the way over the other side from where we began our journey here at this particular photo location. And I am just going to take advantage of the fact that these sea stacks are so beautiful. So I'm going to set up right here, and then I am going to fire a shot pretty much straight ahead of me, which you can't see just yet, and I am going to see about taking a photograph of this beautiful sea stack. It's really fantastic. So let's set up and let's get shooting.
So this is a simple image in comparison to the previous two, and certainly to the last one. This is just more of just a basic kind of seascapey, landscapey image of this particular scene. I don't know whether you would still consider this to be the fine art kind of genre. I don't really understand or know what defines that, because art is obviously so subjective. To me, it kind of does, because you've got that long exposure, you've basically smoothed out the water, there's some beautiful streaks into the cloud. It's just that bit more kind of abstract surrounding the rocks and the sea arch and all of that kind of beautiful stuff. And I'm delighted that I decided to include the foreground, because for me, one, you've got that prominent rock that's pointing to the sea stacks, but the band of land itself acts as a very nice kind of anchor and a nice balance to the frame, because it's a very clear foreground, middle ground, and just kind of lost background. Now again, like the previous one, I didn't blend the horizon here. I just frankly didn't feel like I needed to, because the horizon is pretty much blending itself, which is quite nice. So while you still can't see it, it's, as I say, I'm happy that I just processed it in the way that I did. It's a very subtle, simple process, and I'm super duper happy with how this one turned out. So let's move on.
I forgot to clap. So folks, we have set ourselves up here, and I am running probably around a 3-minute exposure, because it's still quite kind of low light, and I've got my 10 stop on and my polarizer on. So we shall see. I'm just trying to basically take a picture of this dragon's claw, as I mentioned earlier, and we shall see how it turns out. And then what we'll do is we're going to walk. I don't know if you can see this guy walking on the trail all the way over here, but we're going to basically walk back over to where we were yesterday, just to try and capture some more images of that beautiful sea arch that is over there. And I really hope you're enjoying these wonderful pan zooms from Senior Spielbergo here. Look at this. Wow, that's smooth. I can't wait to look at this footage. I hope the microphone is actually recording audio this morning, and we didn't make the same mistake as last time. But the light's red, folks. It's red. So anyways, if any of these pictures that I take right now turn out to be any good, I'm going to pop them up on the screen for you right now. Let's have a look.
Now, here's the last image. I did take some pretty heavy liberties in Photoshop, and but I really love how this one turned out. This would make such a beautiful print if I ever actually got around to printing anything. But as you can see, I made a very kind of like concerted effort to do my best to blend that horizon and to, mask it out. I did follow a few tutorials on YouTube, to help me do that, because my skills at doing it weren't the greatest. And also then in terms of processing as a black and white, I'm really delighted that I decided to make that step and change. Overall, I think the blended horizon really makes this particular sea stack and arch really pop. It's almost 3D looking, and when it's blown up quite large in your face, it's quite striking, and I'm super duper happy with how it turned out. I love the heavy contrast. And of course then you've the beautiful water as it just turned to basically an ice rink around. But overall, really happy with how this particular image turned out, and of course all of the previous ones. So I'm super delighted that I decided to kind of make a bit more of an effort in relation to processing these as a fine art style. I'm using air quotes here. And so I'm very curious to hear your thoughts on what you feel like fine art photography is, and what blurs the line, if you will, between you know, normal kind of photography and fine art photography. I suppose it's a very blurry, it could be a good topic for an article that I may potentially write at some point. But anyways, really, really happy, very curious to hear your thoughts. So let's finish up.
So folks, I think we are going to leave it here for this morning. What a beautiful, beautiful place. This place has like far exceeded any expectation I have, even without any light, which is unfortunate because the forecast gods, you know, lied to us all. But such is the way of things. But it's still a beautiful, beautiful place, and I would highly encourage you to visit if you do find yourself in this area, because it's really a seascape photographer's kind of dream location. It's great. There's loads to photograph. But for now, I think we're just going to leave. We're basically just going to head back, pack up, hit the road, and yeah, so that's really about it. So if you like the video, folks, do please give it a like, and if you fancy following along for more adventures like this one, you are most welcome to hit that subscribe button. But for now, I will see you all on the next one. Take it easy, everybody. Cheers.